Hello friends, hello family, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Crystal Blue. I do Christian content. I do what's called the word of the day, and I also have videos of my kids when we go out and do things that are fun and entertaining. So if you hop over to my shorts, you'll see some of those. If you like what you see and hear, don't forget to like and subscribe. For those of you that have been here before, welcome back. Today is going to be completely different as to what I was going to do. When I write the word of the day, I usually write it a day in advance so that I can start working on the next day. So I can they're like little mini sermons that I have planned out throughout the week, right? So today I was going to speak on something completely different. So what I'm going to talk to you about today, I was supposed to talk about tomorrow. But the reason I'm talking about it today, because when I woke up this morning at 3:30 to do my devotions, my devotion was about this exact scripture. And I was like, well, if that isn't confirmation that I need to go ahead and speak on this a day early, let's go ahead and speak on this. I know you're probably wondering, why were you up at 3:30 in the morning? Well, my daughter came in my room at 2:30 saying she was scared of the dark and couldn't sleep. So I ushered her back into her room, tripping over things, half groggy, got back into bed and laid there, and I could not fall back to sleep. I was like, seriously? At this point, it's like 3:15, 3:30. I'm like, I can't fall asleep. I'm tossing and turning. I turn on my side and I hear something say, let's talk. And I said, okay. So I get my Bible and I get my phone that I do my devotions on. And I got not my Bible, I got my Upon Waking devotional book, and I got my phone that I do have my Bible app, the U version on. And I sat in the living room and I turned the light on. Mind you, everybody's sleeping. It's 3:30 in the morning. It's quiet and peaceful. And I start doing my U version devotions. And sure enough, the scripture of the day is Proverbs 31. I was like, I wrote that for my word of the day for Thursday. And I was like, well, let me go ahead and speak on it now. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about Proverbs 31 and 30. The woman, they always talk about the woman of Proverbs, the Proverbs 31 woman. And yesterday I actually had on that shirt, and I was, I've heard about it and I have the shirt and I'm wearing it. And I'm like, well, Crystal, you need to understand what you're wearing and be able to talk about and educate people on what you're wearing and what it's for. You can't just wear it to wear it. And I'm like, you're right. So let's read about the Proverbs 31 woman. And particularly in verse 30, it states, charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. And that is so true. A woman that fears God, that's better than anything, because guess what? Beauty is fleeting. It is going to fade away. Okay. She's going to get older. She's going to start to get wrinkles. She's going to be a little fluffier where she wasn't fluffier before. So for my guys out there, you meet a girl, and of course, I know guys, they're all visual, but you know what? That's all well and good. But once the beauty fades and you guys are older and more mature in your marriage, what's going to be important is that woman loves God, worships God, fears God. That's the kind of woman you want to be with in the long term. Because, like I said, things are deceptive. It says here, a woman that fears the Lord is to be praised, but charm is deceptive. There could be a woman and she could be all charming and sweet, but once you get to know her, you found out, you know what? She may be pretty on the outside, but she's ugly on the inside. And the cool thing about the Proverbs 31 woman, they never speak of what she looks like. They just talk about her character and what she does. She is devoted to the Lord. She prays, she breathes, she does everything. That's the kind of woman we should aspire to be. We should aspire to be that Proverbs 31 woman. I know I'm trying to every day because I think it's something to aspire to. So this is kind of for my guys and my girls, You want to make sure that you are living for God, that you love the Lord, that you are trying to do his will every single day, trying not to fall to the world, even though we will, because temptation is real. But if we should try to aspire to be like anyone, we should try to aspire to be like the woman in the Proverbs here, because I just think it's something good to look to. And so when I did my devotional on this morning, I was like, oh my gosh, that is so true. That is so true. Because like I said, all this other stuff, it's going to fade away. I remember years ago when my brother and his wife got married. The pastor that counseled them, she was like, you better make sure you're marrying for the right reasons, because guess what? All this beauty and all that other stuff is going to fade away. And in the end, what are you left with? So you better make sure you're marrying for the right reasons. Fellas, make sure you have that praying woman that fears God. And in 31, verse 31, it says, honor her for what her hands have done, and let her work bring praise at the city gates. Guys, if you find that Proverbs 31 woman and you know it, you hold her tight, you lock that down, you marry her, because she is someone we should all aspire to be. I hope this blessed you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Love you. Bye-bye.